And we're live. I hope. Maybe. Possibly. As I said on my Minds feed there, this is the first time I've ever done this, so I'm not entirely sure that I'm actually live until somebody shows up to let me know. But, in the meantime, let's talk about what we're doing here. First, this is meant mostly so subscribers can chat with me directly as opposed to the usual just leaving comments on mines or videos. Now, it doesn't have to be political discussions, even though that's what I generally do in videos, but it can be if you want to talk about that. Until you guys show up, though, I'm just going to describe what we're going to do with the game here. Now, I thought we'd start a new profile for this. Actually, let me put the game on so you can see it. Now, I thought we'd start a new profile for this so you're not jumping into a fully expanded map and a fully fleshed out company with hundreds of drivers and fancy modded trucks. Now, I'm not going to use modded trucks on this unless you guys want me to, in which case I will happily load up the Freightliner Cascadia and use that because I love that truck. But in the meantime, we're going to run with stock trucks. Oh, good, it's actually working. I see Spudgy's in the chat. Good. I wasn't entirely sure. Okay, so as I was saying, we're not going to use modded trucks unless you want me to. I'm more than happy to stick with the stock trucks. They're fine. I'm just going to tell you this game is not an action game, so if you're an action junkie and that's what you're looking for, that's not what this game is. This is, I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of boring. But that was the point of playing this while I read chat, so I don't actually have to pay attention to the game all that much. A little warning to anyone who might think they can read this kind of thing and drive, though, you're going to see me crash, I guarantee it, because I'm not going to be paying attention to the truck. I'll be paying attention to the chat, and I'm sure that will be good fun for everyone. So, let's get into this. Now, I already set up the profile. This picture up here that's not me, that's just a stock photo in the thing. This is not my truck, it's just a random truck they threw up there because I chose to drive Peterbilt 579. I don't actually own a truck. My company just started. I haven't done anything on this profile except set up the controls. If we go to the world map here, you'll see this is our first job, the very first one they give you as soon as you load up the game. I haven't driven anything at all. So we're going to start with that. And let's just jump in the truck and get going. Now, I like to have my speed right there. So, now, being that this is not my truck, it's not exactly set up the way I want it. And, okay, we're ready. Now, Spudgy, I'm not entirely sure if you can hear the game audio. It's very quiet for me, so let me know if you can actually hear that.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh shit, I forgot to turn her off. She's kind of annoying.
Turn right.
My brakes are kind of squishy too. Almost ran into that cop. That would have been nice. Great way to start the stream. Something else I noticed while testing the stream is that live isn't exactly live. What you're seeing is about, I don't know, a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes behind. seems well balanced. Well, good. I was a little worried about that too. In my testing, my voice was really, really quiet, but the mic is turned all the way up, so I guess I just have to talk louder. Also, can you hear the air conditioner back there? I meant to turn that off. I totally forgot to. There, now it's off. It'll get hot in here, but we can live with it. I'm totally not paying attention. I don't even know what the speed limit is here. 60. All right. Yeah, live isn't exactly live. And I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I think that's just the YouTube thing. I don't know that you can actually. I mean, you know, it has to do all the encoding and all that to upload it and all that. So I guess that's just the delay you get.
Turn right.
Jesus. I really got to fix those. You know what? Before we go any farther, I got to fix those brakes. That is very, very squishy. Where's my brake I don't remember where it is. Where's my brake sensitivity? Well, first of all, I don't want a fucking dead zone on there. Could have sworn brake sensitivity was in here somewhere. Maybe it's not. Huh. Is it on gameplay, maybe? Ah, here we go. Turn that up. Because I had no brakes there. That wreck was totally not my fault, I swear. I had my foot fully on the brake. Alright, now go, get out of my way. Stronger. Well, I just turned up the brakes. The retarder, I can't do anything about that. It's not my truck. You may have noticed I did install one mod, no damage mod. I don't like cheating like that, but given that I'm really not paying attention to the driving and paying more attention to the chat, I figured, you know, we better turn on no damage or we'll spend the whole series in the shop. Well, and it's going to take me a little getting used to because I've been driving that Freightliner for months. I'm not used to the stock SCS trucks anymore.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Oh, shit. I should have turned her off while I was in there.
Go straight on.
Yeah, I need a bigger engine in this damn thing, too. I'm used to stepping on the gas and the thing goes. This one's just not real cooperative here. It's so weak truck. Now, I'll probably be driving these stock ones for a little while because I don't like grabbing up loans to buy a new truck right away. Just because the truck you get, or the truck that you can afford, is going to be crap anyway. So I just wait until I level up far enough to get a decent truck, and by then I've got all the money I need to actually buy the thing. So Volvo 750. Yeah, I don't actually play the Euro truck version. I watched Omegon play it. It's, I mean, you know, it looks pretty. Well, it's the Grand Coulee Dam, by the way. It looks pretty much the same, just, you know, the trucks are a little different. I'm speeding. I didn't actually mean to do that.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, I saw Omega mention that the UK drives
Turn right.
on the right, or is it the left? I don't remember, but apparently the rest of Europe drives on the other side. That's weird. I thought the UK drove on the same side as everybody else over there. I mean, I drove in the military. I drove a little bit in Norway, and they drove on the left, I think.
Get ready to turn left.
It's been a while. Anyway, as far as I know, the only country I went to that drove on the same side as Americans was Australia.
Turn right.
Okay, we're here.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
And I don't know if we're actually going to park this because it's not my truck. I don't really give a shit. Yeah, we're not going to park that. You can suck my balls. I'm not doing that one. Basically, turn around on a dime and leave it right beside you. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah, maybe it was the left. I'm trying to remember. I didn't do a whole lot of driving in Australia. Mostly sitting and watching on Radio Watch, but I don't remember. Okay, so we're done with our training mission, which really wasn't a training mission because I don't really need it. So we'll just grab another one. And I always like to sort by price because, seriously, it's all about the money. This whole game is about the money. What is that? Kenworth? I don't like those trucks. I'm not going to drive that one. Pete 389 from Spokane to Pendleton. Okay, we'll drive that. Yeah, most of the crappy parking ones that I've run into are in the Washington expansion. Most of the ones south are not that hard, really. I can't see what the fuck I'm doing here. What am I doing? Oh, shit. I don't like this road. Yeah, there's some really bad ones up here in Oregon. Or, Washington, I mean, not Oregon. I've tried most of them. That was the first time I saw that one, and that's just not gonna happen. I mean, if I felt like fucking around for half an hour, I could get it in there, but I've also discovered, since turning off the
turn right.
The traffic violations.
Turn right.
I've discovered that if you just run these stop signs, there's nobody there anyway.
Get ready.
It's when you stop that all the traffic shows up, and then you have to fucking wait for everybody.
Turn right.
I find that annoying. Oops, what the fuck am I doing? Am I a red light or a stop sign? I don't fucking remember, but whatever. This is America, you can turn right on red anyway. Yeah, I think this truck's a little underpowered for this load. I do not have the shifter, so I don't drive a stick. I drive automatic just for reference. It's not that I can't drive a stick, it's that I don't have the equipment to drive a stick.
Go straight on.
Well, we're going to be wanting to get in that right lane. Oh, man, I should put my, not that, there. I should put my other mirror up so I can see what the hell's going on over there.
Go straight on. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Traffic likes to pile up at junction. Well, they do that here too on the on ramps because these dumbasses come out and they stop because the guy won't let them in. You don't stop, you just fucking go, dumbass. I saw
Keep
one.
left.
I don't remember one of those days this week. I saw one. There was a guy in the left lane trying to exit, and it was just holding up the whole stinking highway because he was half in the lane, and that stopped the truck in the right lane, and so the truck couldn't go, and he couldn't go because he's already clipping the truck, and I mean that's never going to get cleared up. So I just had to plow into him to get him out of the way because he's stopping up the whole highway. No, I'm not all that concerned about speed limits because I turn the traffic violations off. Now, I will try to do the speed limit and not be a maniac, but I turn the violations off, so even if I speed, I won't get a ticket for it, so it doesn't really matter. It's kind of cheating, but, like I said, I intend to pay attention to the chat, not so much the game. If I left all that stuff on, and to be fair, I leave all that stuff on my usual profile. I don't cheat on my regular profile, but on this one, we wouldn't make any money. I actually tried it out, the no citation thingy on I have 3 profiles now. I have my main profile that I play on, and then I set up a second profile to test out mods so that I know whether or not they work before I put them on my main game. And most of the mods I'm talking about are graphics mods. There's a real companies mod, so it replaces all the SCS fake companies with like Walmart and stuff like that. That just makes it a little more realistic, so I use that mod. There's a realistic roadways mod that I use that kind of puts a little variation in the highway, so it's not this standard pavement that you're seeing right here, because I'm not using that mod. And then I use truck mods because I got spoiled. The first one I tried out was the Viper 2. It's a Peterbilt 389, but it's custom. And when you go into the options, my God, you can do so many things to that truck. And it looks so much better, and it sounds so much better, and it drives so much better than this SCS stock one that I'm driving right now. So I drove that one for, I don't know, 100,000 miles or something, and I got spoiled, and I just didn't want to go back to the SCS trucks. So I started sifting through the Steam mod page there, and I found the Mac R was on there, and so I tried that out, and I didn't really like that truck, so I didn't use it. But yeah, I don't signal either. Chris, yeah, no CB. There's not in this truck. It's not my truck. Anyway, yeah, so I started trying out the mods, and then I ran across the Peterbilt 567 that I really liked. So I drove that for a while, and then and sometime later I stumbled on the Freightliner Cascadia, and man, I just love that truck. So I've been driving that ever since, and dabbling with some others that are okay, but I love that Freightliner, so that's pretty much what I drive all the time. And yes, Budgie, I'm terrible with signals. And not just in the game either, I'm terrible with them in real life. I figure I know where I'm going, everybody else doesn't really need to. Oh, that was weird. In order for my voice not to echo, I have to play on headphones right now. And I don't usually play on headphones. It's kind of weird when I passed that truck, all the audio was in the right earphone. That was weird. I don't have a retarder, that's why I was speaking. Can I? No, I haven't. The closest I've come is driving some in the Marine Corps, but I didn't drive them on the road. We just drove them from their parking spaces in the port up to the ship. So, I mean, that's about all the experience I have driving a big truck. And I wasn't actually licensed to do that. It was just one of those, we did it for expediency kind of things. I can pass because I wasn't going to stop anyway. I will let you on. Go ahead. You've been tempted to learn. There was a time when that might have been the thing for me to do because I like traveling and...
Keep right, and then exit right.
Yep, okay, sure. Yeah, I'm really not into that anymore.
Exit right.
I like to be home. Body positive, yeah. They're curves, guys. Leave me alone.
Keep left.
As much as she annoys me most of the time, she is quite useful because when you're not paying attention to that GPS down there, you miss your turn. Well, at least she'll tell you your turn's coming up, so I guess I'll leave her on. But I did run into one earlier. I was coming up on a right turn, and she was talking about a roundabout, taking the second exit in the roundabout, and I was like, what? There's no roundabout here. turn, tight turn, tight turn, tight turn, brakes. There we go. There is a mod you can put on here where some guy actually recorded a bunch of random CB traffic, so you can have it playing instead of the radio. Which I don't even know how the radio works, so I haven't tried that yet. Apparently, you can't just stick a bunch of MP3s in a file or whatever and have the game play it. There's actual radio stations you have to tune into, and I haven't bothered to set that up because I usually just turn my own music on. Not too slow. Let me out because I said so. Yeah, by the time I saw your message, I would have been in the guardrail. So, yeah. It's all right. We made it. I didn't even scratch the truck. Washington is the new expansion that just came out not last week before. Double articulated FedEx truck. Well, I can't drive the FedEx truck, but I can drive articulated trailers. Yeah, they've got doubles and they don't have triples, but there is a mod for those. I haven't tried that, so I don't know if the mod actually works. But there are doubles. You can pull doubles. And then there are, the game calls them special transports, which are like ridiculously huge loads on these massive trailers. I don't know if I'll actually do one of those on stream because those require a lot of attention. They barely fit on the frickin' road, so you can't really just kind of lollygag with those. You won't get anywhere.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Okay. My brakes are still a little squishy. I didn't quite make that stop line. I was thinking about getting the shifter just for, you know, a little more realism, but honestly, there's not very many occasions where I really need to. This automatic is pretty good. It's usually pretty good about picking the right gear. It's really only a problem when you're going up steep hills and it refuses to downshift.
Get ready to turn left.
And if you watch long enough, you'll see I use the cruise control an awful lot because if I don't,
Turn
I'll end up
left.
speeding. Oh crap, that was not the right one.
Finding a new route.
Yeah, do that because I totally fucked that up.
Make a U-turn.
No, I will not make a U-turn. Actually, I might, because I'm not sure I can go through here. Whoops. I think this just goes up and around. I think. Can I get through here? Let me look. Yeah, I can get through there. I mean, that's totally going to mess up parking because I'm coming in the wrong way, but...
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
You know what? That one's not that bad. I can do that. Shit. Well, if I can get myself around to do that. Where do you want to go? Okay. This one's actually pretty fucking easy. I can't see. Alright, well, I have to do it through the mirror then. We're lined up there. Oops, never mind. We're a little crooked, but you might still take that. Ah! Yeah, shut up, that beaver. Yeah, famous last words. Yeah, no, I actually can back up trailers. I've had plenty of practice doing that, both on the game and in the real world. All right, this is your skills, you know, the game part. Basically, I'm going to pick long distance just so we can take longer trips. And email is, hey, take some money out at the bank. Yeah, no thanks. I mean, I could do that and buy a truck right now, but the truck you get is going to be worse than the standard trucks. Mom can never back it. Well, she didn't get as much practice at it as I did. I had to back up those 170 trailers all the time because we were constantly moving those things around. All right, next job. You'll see freight market, cargo market, and all that. Yeah, I can't do any of those because you have to have your own truck to do that. And since I don't have my own truck, I can't do that. Pete 579. Well, that takes me somewhere new, so we'll take that one. What are we pulling? Silica. Oh, articulated trailer. That means this is a dually. I don't really like the doubles. They're just annoying. Yeah, it's a double.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. When I got the GPS thing, I didn't realize I was getting a cheerleader. Stop sign? Seriously? For what?
Get ready to turn left.
I am ready to turn left.
Turn left.
Mind if I stop first? Now, when you get to the destination, they will never make you back up doubles or the special transports or the oversized load. You never back those up, even when you pick the difficult parking. It's just the simple parking. Pull it in and leave it here. Which I got stuck once and had to try to back up one of those articulated trailers to get unstuck. And yeah, that was not easy.
Keep right.
Oh, fuck off. Of course you want me in the left. Fuckers.
Recomputing.
Shut up. It's not my fault.
Get ready to turn left.
Oh, fuck, I missed it. You know, I get why they put these way stations in here, because that's actually a thing in America and all, but there's zero chance
Turn left.
that you're going to fail that. So it's kind of just a waste of fucking time.
Go straight on.
Yeah, there would be some very difficult turns on the Euro map. I saw somebody put there's a mod where you can put the American trucks in the Euro game, and I thought, you know, after watching a Megan drive on that thing, I was like, yeah, that's just not gonna work, man. Those roads are too tiny for these trucks. That's why the Euro trucks are so damn small. They have to be. Well, that, and I noticed when he was maneuvering, backing up and everything, those things turn on a dime compared to these. The turning radius on these is ridiculous. I did try a mod, let's see, what was it, the Freightliner FLD, I think it was. That's a short nose truck, a cab over truck. It was like the only one I saw for this game, and so I installed it and I tried driving that for a while, and man, that was so much different. Out of the SCS trucks,
right,
I do
and
like.
then exit right.
I do like this one, the Pete 579. I like the 389.
Exit right.
I like the Kenny W900. I do not like the T680, and I don't like the Volvo. And my problem with the Volvo is not really the truck itself; it's the engines. Those Volvos are just seriously underpowered. Well, actually, it's probably not even the engine. It's probably the transmission. For whatever reason, the Kenworth and the Peterbilt both use pretty much the same engines and the same transmissions, but the Volvos don't. I just cut that guy off. Fuck off. But when I drove the Volvo for a while, it's nice and it's a quiet truck. As far as the outside volume goes, it's comfortable. I turned my fucking mirror off again. Well, I didn't turn it off. It's a different truck. What was I saying? Right, the Volvo. It's a comfortable truck. I mean, I can imagine if you were like driving it in the real world, it's a comfortable truck. It's very plush compared to these other ones. But it didn't have enough pickup for me. When I step on the gas, I want the damn thing to go. And it takes that Volvo like forever to get up to highway speeds. It was just, I had to get rid of it. And the T680, what I don't like about the T680 is the dashboard. I can't see my speed on the dashboard. It's too tiny. You see on the Peterbilts, you can put the speed on your digital display. Keep right. What? Okay, I don't know what you're doing. What the hell was I saying? Right, the digital display on the Peterbilts, you can put your speed up there so you can see it. On the Kenworth, you can't, and that's annoying because I have to go on those dials, which are, I mean, not necessarily in this truck because I'm practically sitting on the dashboard, but when I get my own truck, you'll see I'll set it up to where I like to sit, and I'm back farther away from that dashboard, so I can't read those tiny little fucking numbers. Logbook. Well, there is a logbook for your company drivers. There's not one for you. Now, it's the logbook. It's not like an actual Department of Transportation logbook or anything. It just tells you what their last job was and how much money they made from it. And I'm fucking speeding again. Hey, this one has a retarder. Nice. Well, yeah, and I turned off the fatigue simulation for this too, so I don't have to spend screen time sitting in a freaking rest stop sleeping. That'd just be boring for everybody. So I turned that off for this. But ordinarily, yeah, you don't have a logbook that makes you go to sleep, but the game simulates fatigue, so you get tired and you start. The screen gets blurry, and if you just keep driving long enough, you will pass out and wreck. So you do have to stop whether you want to or not. For the streaming, though, I turn that off because you end up stopping so often it's ridiculous. Fuck off, really? I guess we're stopping again because they don't trust us.
Finding a new route.
You don't need a new route, you need to shut up. Oh look, exactly the same as it was last time. We didn't pass into a new state, so why are we having to wait again? See, this is what I'm talking about. This guy will just sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there. It's ridiculous. Just fucking go. They'll stop. See, look, I'm just going to cut my way on out here, and he stops. Because he doesn't have a choice. Quit giving them a choice. Yeah, she's kind of a bitch. When you get to your destination, she's kind of snotty. I don't remember exactly what she says. I try not to listen very much, but yeah, she's kind of snotty when you get there. Like, you know, oh, finally, or whatever. I don't remember what she says. You'll
Keep
hear it
right,
eventually.
and then exit right.
And the funny thing is, this is the pleasant voice.
Exit right.
There's one in the options with what do they call it? It's I don't remember what they call it, but it's like old cranky lady or something. That one's hilarious. I should probably put that one on. At least that one's funny. All right, I'm assuming we are not exiting here.
Keep left.
Yeah, see, told you. I don't like having to slow down in these other people's trucks because they generally only have like the 370 in it. It takes fucking forever to get back to the highway speed. Of course, this is Washington. Highway speed is only
right.
60. I'll tell you, I got spoiled when they put in Nevada. Well, I bought the game and already had Nevada, but when you drive in Nevada, the speed limit is generally 70, but there are places where it's 80, and then like all across Arizona on I-40, it's 75. Mostly, it drops to 65 in the cities, but. So when you're driving out east there through New Mexico and Arizona and stuff, you get used to driving around at 75, 70. And then you run into California where you have to drive 55 everywhere, and it's fucking annoying. So I don't like driving in California because I'm spoiled. In fact, I've noticed when you're taking a load from like New Mexico to Oregon or Washington or wherever, the game will automatically route you through Nevada and avoid California. And I was like, that's hilarious. Because that's exactly what I would have done anyway. Yeah, I didn't know if you could or not. So my original company, I just had black trucks. Because I didn't think it made any difference. And then I thought, I never see my own drivers when I'm driving around. But I have like, I don't remember how many I have now, but I think it's like 135 drivers in my company or something. Surely I would see one of my trucks around somewhere. And so I painted them all purple because none of the stock SCS trucks on the traffic here are purple. So I painted them all purple, hoping I would see one somewhere. Yeah, I never have. You never get to see your own drivers driving around. Oh, okay. Keep my lights on, don't
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Sun is just in the wrong spot. I can't see the freaking road. But oh shit, speed limit's 35. Whatever. Nobody else is driving in or out of the yards. Which yards? Because like the ports and stuff, there are trucks driving in and out of there sometimes.
Keep left,
not very often.
and then continue straight on.
What? Straight on? There's a freaking left turn coming.
Go straight on.
No. There's a left turn right there, isn't there? No. Why is my map all crazy? My map says there's a turn right there.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Okay, that's the turn. Well, that's fucking weird.
Go straight on.
Oops. My bad. You know what? I'm gonna have a problem because I don't
Finding
think I can
a
get
new
out.
route.
I don't think I can get out of here with these doubles.
When possible, make a U-turn.
Oh, I got lucky. This is a port. There's plenty of room to turn around here. Well, actually, I guess I fucking need to. There's the drop-off point right there. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why she kept telling me to go straight. The fucking drop-off point's right here.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Yeah, I'm not parking that one. Okay, we're going to get another long distance there. And then I think we're going to wrap it up this time because it's starting to get hot in here. I need to turn that air conditioner back on. So this is basically what we're going to do, guys. We're going to, every Sunday, I will be here, pop on in, say what you want to say. The conversation's all up to you. So, otherwise I'm just going to be babbling about the game, which I'm sure you don't want to hear. So, anyway, I'll see you all next week.